Hello friends, welcome back into a new video. I am Divik and this is a little something special. So I have a question for you. Do you like the Triceratops? Do you think the TLC didn't go as far as it could? How about the Pachyrhino? Do you like that one too? Do you feel about that guy definitely could use some tender loving care, which is exactly what TLC stands for, by the way? Then I have a couple of mods for you. So first and foremost, Clay's Trike Edit. Now, unironically, there is one of them right here on my beach. Oh, hello. If I can get control. Thank you. So, this beautiful creature right here is one of Clay's Trikes. Now, Clay is the person that is building a lot of the cool creatures behind PaleoArt. He also did the artwork for the old Allosaurus. He's building up Bronto. Did I say 150? Oh shoot, it sure did. Too bad I hate this creature. But anyways, yeah. So Calais has made the artwork for Evo Allosaurus. He has made a couple of cool skin patterns that I don't know, and also just a couple of really cool models and whatnot over the course of his career. Now, at the time of me recording this, we were supposed to do an interview for this video, but due to time constraints, Kalea doesn't have a lot of time to sit down and have a chat with me about, well, this. But we do have our time to go ahead and show off the mod as we know it. Now, currently, the spawns are a little finicky for the other variants. Yes, that's right, variants. There are multiple variants of Clay Trike, this one being the standard fare. There is the Nordic Trike, there is the Scorched Trike, there's the Aberrant Trike, of course there's an Aberrant, and then there's a special Greater Trike. Now, as far as taming these guys, it's just a simple knockout. I'm actually not going to tame this one because it's level 15. But it's a simple knockout tame. Everything else is exactly the same as it would be for vanilla. I'll go ahead and pull that up so you guys can see. For my server, it will be one simple kibble, one Mejo Berry, one veggie, one Archelon algae, couple of the other kind of berries, and there we go. Well, yeah, everything is about the same. The only real difference is, of course, going to be... Let me actually step away from this thing. The only thing that's going to be different is going to be the level requirement for the saddle, as well as the... just a couple other things. Now, the regular Trike saddle is unlocked at level 16. The Clay Trike saddle, as in the standard Clay Trike, is unlocked at level 27, along with the Pachyrhino, and the Greater Trike, which is like your Elder Trike, is going to be unlocked at level 70. This is like your end-game, super powerful version. We'll be checking out all of those today. Now, again, because mod developers do not have access to the Ragnarok spawn containers, at least that's what I've been told, a lot of the guys aren't actually spawning. So if I go to my inventory here, I do like this. So, ignore all those. Actually, can I just... Yeah, I'll take those off. And if I were to go open the Finder, and I just type in Clay. If it will work, please. Clay. Now, I guess we can get spawns out of the way. So, they spawn all over. So, over in this area, over up here, at my beach, like I said, right here, and then, of course, in the Vikings Bay. Pachyrhino, let's clear that. Pachyrhino, there's actually 225 of them now. They all spawn over in this elite direction. Now, the other two variants, the Nordic Trike and the Scorched Trike, are currently not spawning because we want them to spawn in the Scorched area. Actually, can I do one of these? So this will kind of give you a general idea. I mean, different creature altogether, mind you. But the Scorched variant will spawn all in these desert areas. Actually, can I see it? Where is it? Oh, wow. Yeah, and kind of in this area as well. How about this guy? Yeah, and that's where these guys will generally spawn, I believe. The Greater... Actually, hold on. I want to see. Great Oh, well, all of these guys are spawning. This is all Paleo Arc. But yeah, all the other variants do spawn, pretty much spawn there. The Greater Trike, I believe, if I remember Clay correctly, he said that the Greater Trikes will spawn in the mountains. So like super high areas, that's where those guys will generally spawn. But yeah, as I showcased, it is just simply a knockout tame. You go ahead and feed up all the different foods, and then there you go. So how does the Clay Trike compare to the vanilla version? Well, let's go ahead and find that out, shall we? Okay, my friends. So here we are with the standard vanilla Trike versus the Clay Trike. Obviously, this one being on the right here is the vanilla version. This one is the Clay Trike right here, and you can see monumental difference. Now, Wildcard did a spectacular job with the Trike TLC back when it came out. This thing is night and day difference, and just better than the one that was the Trike when the game first came out. But this one does, despite that, this one does still feel a little bit dated now. You know, especially with more current creatures coming out and looking far better. Carcharodontosaurus, Rhinoignatha, the upcoming Megaraptor, which just got its new artwork that looks absolutely fantastic. I'll leave that for another video entirely. But this guy definitely could use some work. Now, according to the lore, if I'm remembering it correctly, help me out here, Ned, that there's Styracosaurus in the DNA of this version of the Trike, which on one end makes sense. I mean, of course, the arcs aren't gonna just see spiky creature go burr and then just combine stuff together. But of course, if you're into paleo accurate Trikes, you're gonna want something like this with a more accurate frill, thicker horns. Like, good lord, look at that difference. The nose horn is about the same, if not better, I would say. And just the scaling work is completely night and day difference. Now, you can hardly tell due to the coloration here, but if I get in super close, you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. And oh, the focal length here. Nice. But yeah, super beautiful models. Now, don't get me wrong. This one is still pretty good, but they can definitely do better. And that is where Clay's Trike comes in. Ooh, excuse me, had a sneeze. But, how about the other versions? Now, how do the other variants fare? Now, there is an Aberrant version, which I have on me, but give me 1 second to actually go ahead and step it up. And wow, they pooped at the same time. That was actually really cool. What? But anyways, I'll go ahead and grab out the Aberrant variant, and then we'll compare that to the vanilla version as well. Sound good? Alright, let's do that too. Okay, welcome back, and we have the Aberrant version of the Trikes out. This time the vanilla is on the left, our Clay Trikes are on the right. Now, if there is one thing I am not a big fan of when it comes to the vanilla Aberrants, is the fact that the emissives and, you know, the little glowy bits are not pronounced at all. Like, at all. And let me go ahead and actually show you what I mean. Where is it? Do I have... Okay, I do have admin turned on. So if I were to just make it nighttime, right? Just make it nighttime completely. Ignore the moon. This is what the emissives and the little glowy bits look like on the vanilla one, right? Not pretty not great. Versus the emissives and the brightness and whatnot on the Clay Trikes, it's very much pronounced. It's all over. It's different colors, and it's just gorgeous. Now, same thing as the standard affair. The regular Trike is fine, but they definitely could have gone a whole lot further. Now, much like the vanilla one, the standard Clay Trike rather, still got that same frill, same horns. I think these might be a little bit straighter. No, they're not. Okay, but still, night and day difference. The glowing bits are much better here, and I love it when mod developers actually add more to the color, the little glowing color things, whatever you want to call it, to creatures. Um, I believe the aberrant, what's it called? Oh my gosh, the Androdemus. Yeah, the aberrant Androdemus has this. Well, and the aberrant Karcha, which, yes, you heard me right. There's an aberrant Karcha, thanks to Big Al's TLCs, specifically the small one. But mod devs will put in the extra effort to add the glowing bits, and I just greatly appreciate that Clay and those involved with Clay Trike actually did that. Super freaking cool, and I love that personally. Now, if I were to update the vanilla aberrant trike, I would put the emissives in more places. Maybe like how Clay has it with these trikes here. But yeah, that is the aberrant version, and I believe that's actually the last comparison for vanilla that we have for this particular mod. And of course, I didn't say it last clip, but the spawn codes at the top of the clip will be on the bottom of the screen. But yeah, I do like these guys, and also if you want size comparison between me, the survivor, and these guys. Oh, hello! I bumped my thing here. There we go. My character, at least in multiplayer, is quite tall, so for her to be dwarfed like this is quite impressive from a creature of this standpoint. And if you want to know, if you're curious as well, yes, I will be making other size comparisons. Of course, I'm going to bring the apex of apexes, that is the Rex, over as well. Specifically the Evo version, because I like it better. But also, if you want another height comparison, here's my character standing next to the vanilla trike. There you go. So, big size difference there, and that's all the variants over there, getting ready to get bred up for mutations and whatnot. But yeah, I'm going to pull the other variants out that do not have a vanilla counterpart, and we'll go ahead and move on to the Pachyrhino next, before we move on to the final stretch. Alright, sound good? Okay, my friends, welcome back in. We have our other two variants. Again, spawn codes will be on the bottom of the screen. Up on the left here is the Scorched Clay Trike. These guys are the ones that will spawn in the Scorched Earth area and whatnot, and they have different horns, I want to say, and oh yeah, they definitely have different horns. Like these horns are more like bull horns and whatnot, and these guys also have the spiky dudes on the back. I actually do not know what purpose they serve, other than just having the trike look different. And these guys over here, these ones are actually really cool. These are the Nordic trikes. This is the one that has a Loki themed horns, as you can see, and then the back of the frill has a theming that is surrounded by the back of the helmet, the back portion. So this is a Loki trike, so to speak. So if you like Loki and you like the Clay Trike, then this is definitely the one for you. These guys do not have a vanilla counterpart, as Trike only has a handful of variants, but I guess actually no, the Tech Trike would make no sense to bring in. But yeah, these guys don't have a vanilla counterpart, so I brought them both out together. And I guess you could say the same thing for the Greater Trike as well, but that one will get its own little section, of course, as well. But I do very much like these ones. Out of the variants that don't exist in vanilla, I do like Nordic just a little bit more, because Loki is actually a very cool character, thank you very much. But both of these have a good near and dear place to my heart. I have good respect for both of them, and also even greater respect for Clay and company, or those that are involved, that made this thing in the first place. Like, this is really cool. Like, they didn't have to make completely custom variants, but they went out of their way to do so, and I think that is definitely worth the praise. So final variant is going to be the Greater Clay Trike, and then we'll do Pachyrhino, and we'll end off actually with the size comparisons. Actually, that would make a lot more sense. But alright, let's bring out the Greater Trike, and we'll move on to Pachyrhino. Alright, my friends, final comparison, and I brought the regular clay trikes and the vanilla trikes back out to show this one off. Oops. Hold on one second, let's go into photo mode here. Alright, so, this one is the greater clay trike. Now, these guys on the end, they make the vanilla one look like a toddler in comparison as far as size is concerned. You can see here if I go at this angle. Good grief, man. What an absolute behemoth. Now, this is the endgame trike. There's a good chance at getting the battle damaged one that you can see here. With the broken horn, the oh, I keep going down. Oh, I haven't mastered the controls there, excuse me. But you can see hole in the frill, broken horn, probably from a Rex or probably the Giga. Oh, who knows? And then also this, the eye on this side. If I were to wheel over here, you can see there's a difference right there. Actually, just right there. Yeah, these got. There's a chance, I believe, I was told, there's a chance at there being a battle damaged trike, and I believe it's only the males. So you could get a greater trike that is battle damaged. You could get a greater trike that is pristine. This one is a female, but they would look, if you want the standard affair, that's what it looks like normally, without all the battle damage and whatnot. I think it looks cool, and again, it adds extra personality to these creatures that otherwise does not exist. But my freaking goodness, those guys right there make this dude look so tiny, like I said at the top there. Super cool. Now, again, and these guys, just all the same, are tamed via knockout, just like the regular ones. And also, throw myself in there just a little bit, and you can see, yeah. Yeah, I am tiny next to this guy. But also, there's currently a little bit of a bug with the greater clay trike saddle, but there he is with the saddle on, and we'll go ahead and throw a saddle on you as well. Actually, can I do that real quick? I did happen to have the saddles on me, but yeah, that's what they look like with the saddles on. Actually, can I just go into first person here for a second? Turn off my HUD. There we go. So that's what they look like with the saddles on. They unfortunately have that freaking bit. I hate that thing so much, for obvious reasons. But yeah, super cool. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it might be similar to the vanilla. Actually, no. I don't think it wraps around the head on the vanilla. I don't recall. I might have to check that out. But yeah, let's go ahead, go over to the Pachyrhino now, which that will also be pretty brief, I'd say. And then we'll end off with some size comparison, and if I can get my hands on them, some fun facts. Alright, let's go. Alright, so, leaving the clay trikes out for size comparison, but here we have the regular old clay Pachyrhino. Of course, spawn codes and mod information will be on the bottom of the screen. But this is the clay trike, or clay Pachyrhino, excuse me. Leaning more into the paleo accurate variant of the version of the creature, with the nose, horn, thing doodler. I don't know what the heck you call it. I'll have to look that up. But if I spin around over into photo mode here, you can see night and day difference between. Oh, that's from Summer Bash. Okay, ignore that. But night and day difference, of course. This is the vanilla right here. And while the vanilla one does look kinda cool, it is not paleo accurate at all. Like, looking at this guy versus that, everything, a lot of it is completely freaking wrong. Like, what's occurring with these spiky dudes right here in the middle? I love this look. It's really good. And one thing I like too is that the clay trike kind of dwarfs clay Pachyrhino just a little bit. It does feel like a younger cousin, as it were, and I believe that to be the case in real life, IRL as well. But I'm not sure what Wildcard was really doing with this guy, but I can tell that Clay, or whoever, probably Clay, went back in, completely redid the head The body is about the same, I would say, ish. Just has greater scaling. And also just a pattern on it. In fact, I can see some, the same little line right here in the middle section. I'll put a circle up on screen. Exists over here on the standard affair. But what I like about Clay Pachyrhino, I almost said Clay Trike again, is the fact that there's actual patterns and it's actually presentable. It looks very presentable. It's very nice looking. But I do like the Pachyrhino as well. I will be definitely spending a little bit of time with these guys. And also, by the way, because I didn't show it, it is the standard affair tame. You know, you knock it out, you feed it bug spray. There's nothing different. There's nothing different about that. It's about the same. So that's Pachyrhino. Super cool. I'll be sure to get a saddle for these guys because I don't actually have one on me, but I'll get a saddle on one of these guys so you guys can see it with the saddle as well. And then we'll go ahead, do our final look at all the variants, well, all the clay trikes and everything. And I'll bring over like a Rex or something so you can see what they look like together. All right? All right, let's go. Okay, friends, here we are. Final clip of the video here. Had to brought out Tarbosaurus and Evo Rex of Paleoarc Apex Predators for this final comparison. And as you can see, here's our clay trike standing next to its biggest rival, which is the T-Rex, and also the greater trike standing next to its rival, the T-Rex here. I 100% believe that clay trike and even the greater one can take on T-Rex. Like, looking at this scale. Go into photo mode here so you guys can see better. Look at this. I mean, that scale is perfect. Like, I love it. I believe standard Evo Rex was used as a point of reference for size anyway, so the scaling is actually perfect. So, you know, even the standard affair clay trike looks like it could take on Tarbo with minimal difficulty. Same with the regular Rex there, super cool. And of course, here's Pachyrhino and I threw the saddle on one of them. Actually looks really, really good, not gonna lie. Still not a big fan of the bit in the mouth there, but yeah, that's the saddle for old Pachyrhino. And then of course the uncomparable duo right over there. But yeah, super freaking cool. Super cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, and also I guess if you want to see it, here's the vanilla version. Here's the vanilla version, which also does scale pretty well. Then again, the Evo Rex, I believe, is around the same size as the vanilla. But I guess if you want to see the vanilla Rex standing next to the greater trike, there you go. I'm gonna turn you back into peak now, because yes, I mean, come on, look at this freaking thing. It does not compare. Anyways, is there any other things? No, not really. There are other advancements and whatnot coming out very soon. If you want to see the Nordic trike with the saddle, there you go. That's my alarm. Go ahead and stop that right now. Oh boy, that actually scared me. Holy cow. And I guess if you want to see the Scourge trike with the saddle on as well, there you go. Super cool. Love to see it. But yeah, that is all for this video. I don't actually have any additional information other than more stuff is coming, and I will leave it at that. I'm treating this guy like I treat the donators' information for Paleoarc. I'm not saying squat, but I am aware of some stuff, and it's gonna be really freaking cool. It's gonna be really cool, and once everything gets all fixed up and working again, it's gonna be stinking great. But that is all for this video. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank y'all for your support. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are tuning in. But also, just I need y'all to know that I really do appreciate it, every last one of you guys. Now, at the time of me recording this, I actually have no idea what video is next. We might take on one of the caves, probably the ice cave. But with that being said, from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much. I do greatly appreciate you, and I don't recall if I said it at the beginning of the video, but there was going to be an interview attached, but due to time constraints on both myself and Clay's parts, we are unable to do it. But that will come at a later date, probably be in the community tab or be a full-on video. I don't know yet. Probably be a full-on video because, yes, Clay deserves it. But yeah, super cool. Also to those that have been asking, Mutation Factory is coming, of course. I've been working on a bunch of different creatures and whatnot. I finished a bunch as well, and y'all are going to love it. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate every last one of you, and I'll see you in the next video.